How are you today, Rachel?
I'm fantastic. How about yourself, Devin?
I'm good. Just got done with the Dixie State Coaches Show, getting ready for Seahawks-Packers tonight, coming up top of the hour for our listeners out there. So let's get right into our top buzz storylines of this week.
All right, here we go. So Josh Gordon. So obviously everybody knows he's been suspended for failed marijuana test. He's with the Cleveland Browns. He's the receiver. Have you heard what he's going to spend his year off from football doing?
Yes, I actually have. He's going to be a car salesman, right?
Yes, Patrick, exactly. He is going to be a used, is it used or new? I actually didn't hear. All I heard was car salesman, but that would be so much better if he was a used car salesman.
Yeah, either way, anything to keep him away from the trouble he's gotten into, I think, is a good thing.
So being a car salesman keeps you from smoking weed?
You can make a quality living, and at least you're working. I have no problem with this.
That's not going to stop him from doing what got him in trouble in the first place.
No, that's what counseling is for. That's what the counseling is for. You're absolutely correct. What do we got next?
Next, the Madden 2015 glitch. This one is my favorite because I've actually played this and I've seen it, and it was incredible.
I know where you're going.
Yes, Patrick, it's so good. So Chris Kirksey, he's a Cleveland Browns linebacker. A lot of Cleveland stuff going on. He's 6'2" in person, but because of this technical glitch, for those of you that don't know, in Madden NFL 2015, he is an adorably tiny football player, and he's about 14 inches tall.
Yeah, 1 foot 2 inches.
In the game.
Yeah,
in the game. He gets
in the game. I'm not really sure how they did this, but he attempts tackles, and he's hurdled by an opponent, and then he gets pushed by his own teammate, and so in response to this, and by the way, he tries to jump and do high fives, so it shows him pretty much sailing through the air to high five his teammate, which is even better.
Yeah, there's been a lot of glitches with this game. They have the one where the lineman gets hit and flies about 50 feet into the air, but this is absolutely hilarious. A running back, all they have to do is just run, and they actually step over him. There's no jumping involved. Kind of feel bad for the guy.
Wow.
I do. Well, he actually tweeted about it, which was pretty awesome. He thought it was hilarious. He says, no matter how small you are, have big dreams and live big. That's when he responded out after this. So, and
I love that.
That's his favorite move.
Optimistic. Positive kid. That's all right. And probably get a paycheck from the Madden sales, too, by the way. So probably
people are going to buy it, because of this glitch now, which I think is great. And so, he's actually going to make the money, which he should get a bonus check for this.
Do you think this was all pre-planned? Do you think
No, I'm actually not buying it because of the 2 glitches.
Really?
Uh-huh.
See, but a lot of people will buy it because it's like something new.
They don't want to see the glitches.
Really?
People are complaining all over the place.
No.
There are so many complaints about the glitches.
All right. Good story right there. Let's top it. Final story, and then we got some Buzz Time trivia. If you want to play, you can start calling the studio line 673-9398, 673-9398. We got a little twist for you, but first, our last story of the day.
Well, before I even go into that, I'm going to call Patrick a Debbie Downer. You disappoint me, sir.
It's all over. Wherever you read, I mean, they're taking a big hit.
I know. But I still like calling you Debbie Downer. Okay, Jesus Montero. He was heckled by a scout. So for those of you who don't know...
Why you got to go to the Mariners for a story like this? You didn't have anything better?
No, I think this is a great story. Don't hate just because you love some Seattle sports.
All right, go ahead. No, I saw this story,
There you go. So Montero, he showed to spring training 40 pounds overweight and started the season in the minors because, he just played 16 for Seattle all year. And so as part of a rehab for a strained oblique muscle, he's been assigned to, the minors. I was just coaching first base the other night, and all of a sudden a scout decides to send him an ice cream sandwich in order to taunt him for gaining the 40 pounds. So what does Montero do? He decides to throw the ice cream sandwich at the scout.
Yep.
And then threatens him with a bat and starts screaming at him, which throwing the ice cream sandwich, I have to say, is pretty funny. It was pretty out of line for the scout to do this, but now he's been suspended for the rest of the season.
I have no problem with him throwing the ice cream sandwich back in the guy at the scout. I hope it hit the scout in the face. Obviously, the bat, the threatening's a little too far, but I'd be quite upset too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the scout was thinking. It was completely unprofessional, but I do love that he threw the ice cream sandwich at him. I think if he had just stopped at that, it would have been over.
Yeah, I agree. All right, that's the buzz for today, and we're going to roll right in some Buzz Time trivia. We got a little new twist this week, Rachel. Explain to our listeners how this is going to play out.
All right, guys, we're only going to take 3 callers. Each caller will get a set of 5 questions.
We're shaking it up.
Correct. The most questions answered correctly, that person will win a really good prize this week instead of the lower level prize we do when we get more winners. So call in quick, because we're only going to take 3 of you, so be quick on the phone.
All right, let's go to our first contestant. What's your name? How you doing today?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Dustin.
All right, Dustin, 5 questions. Here we go.
Okay, the questions are team nicknames. So I'm going to give you the name like USC are the Trojans, that kind of thing.
He gets it.
So we're gonna have some easy ones, some middle ones, and some hard ones. Okay, we're gonna start with Arizona. What is their team name?
Which sport?
Wildcat.
Oh, this is the overall schools. We'll say football.
We're talking about college or pro?
College.
Oh,
University
Wildcat.
of Arizona.
Then you're correct, Wildcats.
Yeah.
Well-
Okay, next one. University of West Virginia.
Mountaineers.
Yep.
Correct. Lehigh University.
Which one?
Lehigh.
Lehigh. It's in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
It's the same.
Fine.
as here.
That's a harder one, I know. Do you
no,
know?
that's the high school Pioneer. Lehigh. I don't know that one.
Pass. Next.
So we got Georgia Tech.
Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
That was tough. Brigham Young University, Hawaii.
Oh.
You should know this.
You should know
Come
this.
on.
I purposely didn't choose regular Brigham Young.
You got 3
Gila
seconds.
Monsters.
No, the Seasiders.
Outsiders.
Dustin.
Come on,
Come on.
Dustin.
All right, Dustin. Dustin goes. He goes 3 for 5. All right, Dustin.
So,
Hang up and listen.
If you've won, then you need to come in and grab your prize.
Yeah.
We'll announce who won.
All right, let's get our next contestant on the line, 673-9398. Dustin, 3 for 5. He's got some room to be beat for sure, don't you think, Pat?
Oh, yeah.
Was it Lehigh Pioneers the same as the high school? Is that what you were saying? What was Lehigh?
Lehigh was the Mountain Hawks.
The Mountain Hawks. Okay. All right. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Our next contestant, who's this?
We got Tom.
Tom, here's your 5 questions. Ready, set, go.
All right, Boston College.
Oh, Eagles.
Good job. Johns Hopkins University.
John Thompson University.
Hopkins. John Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Oh,
Johns Hopkins.
I don't know.
Okay.
Blue Jays.
Are
Nebraska.
you telling me they're the Blue Jays? Oh, Nebraska Cornhuskers.
There you go. Yes, I was telling you it was the Blue Jays. That was the answer. Minnesota.
Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, George Washington University.
Oh, man. The president.
GW.
No, the Colonials.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Colonials. Oh, Tom is 3
So
for
we've
5.
got a tie.
Yeah, we've got a tie. Thank you, Tom. Hang up and listen. Let's
If
get
not,
our.
I'll break the tie.
Okay.
I'll go 5 for 5.
All right. You
673.
getting cocky. We got our caller on the line. Who's this?
Caller.
Hi. How are you today?
Doug.
What's
Good,
your?
how are you?
Good. Tell me your name.
Doug.
Doug. All right, Doug. Here's your first question. Series of
All right,
5.
Doug, you need to beat the other two.
All
right,
I got it.
Purdue University.
What was that?
Purdue.
Purdue.
Purdue Boilermakers.
Got it.
Yale.
Yale. Ooh.
5.
Knights.
No.
Knights.
Nope.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Told you I'm
Oh,
going 5 for
Bulldog.
5, Dev.
All right. Next question.
The Army. The Army.
Army. Army's Knights.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, you need these last
North
2 to win it.
Carolina.
North
What was that?
Carolina. North Carolina.
North Carolina Tar Heels.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know if he's going to get this one. Hofstra University on Long Island.
Hofstra. Did you say Hofstra?
Yeah,
Hofstra.
Hofstra.
Ooh.
Give him 10 seconds. Let him think about it.
Hofstra. Dang it.
We can't have a three-way tie.
Yeah,
Oh.
nobody wins if we have a 3-way tie. Got 5 seconds. Take a guess.
Eagles.
Oh, it's the Pride,
No.
I think.
Pride. The Pride. How the hell did you know
Hofstra
that?
Pride. Hofstra Pride.
Ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
We've got a 3-way tie. You know what we're going to do? We'll give Dustin, Tom, and Doug all a Jimmy John sub sandwich for tying
That's
today.
great.
All right. That's all the time we have for the Buzz Rage. Thank you so
What do
much.
I
We'll
get
talk
for
to you next
winning?
week. All right. Doug, Tom, and Dustin all come get your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast sandwich.
That was a good.
That was
good
fun.
Questions.
That was fun. Great job. That's all the time we have for the Buzz. We got to take a quick break, come back, and picks on tonight's game and a show recap after this.
This is Brett from Fabulous Freddy's. Did you know we just won Best Car Wash in St. George 6 years in a row? Thank you, Southern Utah, for voting us #1 again. Coming out of that extreme heat, you need to protect your paint. Right now, with the purchase of any wash, get a $20 hand wax, normally $49.99. Now is the time. Make that car shine. Hurry, this offer ends September 30th. Make sure you stop by Fabulous Freddy's for an ice-cold drink, and from 7 to close, get the Fountain Madness Special, an extra large for just $1. 2 locations, River Road and North Bluff.
Coral Canyon invites you out to play award-winning golf this month. The course is in fantastic shape, the weather is great, and the rates are even better. Coral Canyon has a special for Washington County residents. Book your tee time this month and play 18 holes with a cart any day of the week for just $50. Stop by the Coral Canyon Grill for a meal before or after your round, or order ahead and pick up your food at the